So I'm doing a thing, and I kind of need your support to do it. So much of my life has been about waiting for the right moment to do something, waiting for the right inspiration, waiting for the right opportunity. And all I've done is wait. And finally, I'm sick of waiting. I want to do some things. My goal for 2023 is to do a bunch of things, to start doing those things that I've always been waiting to do. And one of those things was starting my own business. I've always wanted to start my own business, but I never had the right idea. It was never the right time. I was never going to make enough money. All these kind of other things were always in my head. And I realized I might never get the right idea. I might never have the money making $1 million idea. So I'm starting my company. Even this video, I've been planning on recording this for a couple weeks now. And every day I find a reason why I'm not going to do it. Maybe I need better equipment. Maybe I got to figure out something else. And today I took a shot of whiskey and decided to just make it happen. And I didn't even write a script. I'm just kind of talking off the top of my head, and I figure I'll slice and dice it into something that doesn't sound like 10 minutes of But regardless, this is me, Gerard, raw. Well, not totally raw because I'm gonna edit, but close to raw. Oh yeah, I forgot the name of the store. The name of my store is DTAWDD.com. And if you know me, you probably already know what that stands for. Don't trust anyone who doesn't dance. That's basically my philosophy. It's not an ableist thing. It's not about you've got to be a great dancer. You got to be able to move. You can, move your pinky. It's about being vulnerable. It's about being willing to live life without fear, to risk being made fun of, to risk people laughing at you or giving you dirty looks. But let me tell you a little secret. All those people standing there against the wall, laughing at you and judging you, if oh, look at this silly person dancing, look at how bad they are dancing. Deep down inside, they know that you had the courage to put yourself out there and they didn't. And that's really what it's all about. Believe it or not, I used to not be a dancer until I was about 12 years old. I was at a wedding and I was sitting at a table just being all bored and unhappy. I hate weddings, all this kind of a thing. And my great aunt came over to me and she said, "Why aren't you dancing?" And I said, "I don't dance." She grabbed my arm. She said, "Lindsay's dancing." And she pulled me onto the dance floor. And up until that moment, I had never been more embarrassed. My whole body got hot. My face flushed. I really thought I was about to die of embarrassment. And then, like a dam bursting, I relaxed and I had fun and I danced and the songs were great and I had such a great night time. I didn't want the night to ever end. So since then, I've been pushing that same philosophy. Don't trust anyone who doesn't dance. Be willing to put yourself out there. Be willing to live life. Now, of course, there are going to be people who tell you that you look dumb or you look stupid or things like that. In the same way, there's going to be people who don't like how you dress or how you walk or how you talk or everything. Really, in the end, the only thing you have is your own taste. You can lie to other people, you can say different things, but deep down inside, you know what your taste is. So, what is the idea of my business? It's my taste, bringing it to the world. I'm going to be selling small numbers of things that I think are awesome. Some of those things I will make myself. Some of those things will be things that I just see on the internet or talk to people or things that I'm excited about. A lot of those things will be things that you can't get in the United States without having to ship them from Europe. So it's going to be things I like. And hopefully there are enough people out there who like those same things. Will there be enough people who have similar tastes to mine? I don't think there'll be a lot, but I think the people who do have tastes similar to mine are very specific about the things they like. And I think that hopefully they'll be willing to give me enough money to keep this going. So I'm also going to record the whole process as I go through this lessons learned, figuring out how to do the right things. It turns out starting a company is very complicated, especially if you want to do everything by the book, everything legal. There's a lot of steps. There's a lot of things you got to do. There's a lot of paperwork. But it's going to be a fun project. And, hopefully a year from now, when I get to December of 2023, I have a thriving, successful business. Even if that means I make $10 a month, I'll be delighted. The big thing is I just want to try to do my own thing and see what happens. And if this idea doesn't work, I'm sure the next idea will. But hopefully this idea works. And it's going to be warts and all. I'm going to record the mistakes I make along the way, the things I wish I would have done differently. Hopefully that'll help some other folks out. If it does, that'll be awesome. If not, it'll help me out with my next venture. But warts and all, you're going to get the story, you're going to get the highs, the lows, and I'm looking forward to looking back at the full journey when we hit that 1 year mark. And either I'm ready to take off to my second year or it's time to put it to bed. But either way, I think this is going to be a really valuable record of what happened. The good things, the bad things, the cringy things, the embarrassing things, all of it. I'm also going to do some interviews with people that I like. Sometimes people who are, the people who are making the products I'm selling, some people who I just think are really cool. I'm going to try to incorporate that into the whole process as well. Really, I'm looking at this as a company, but also, as a creative outlet for me to do things like video, like art. Hopefully I'll be printing some books at some point. I'm going to be, basically every one of my different interests. I want to try to explore it within the scope of that same core philosophy. Don't trust anyone who doesn't dance. I'm also going to be using this as a opportunity for me to learn more about video. It's something I've been really interested in and I just haven't had a lot of chance to work with. So I'm going to be making these videos and editing these videos and I guess learning After Effects or some kind of stuff like so I can make cool chevrons slide by and that kind of thing. Any tips you have for how I can do this better? If you got experience doing YouTube stuff, please post comments. Also, if you got any questions, post them in the comments and I will try to answer those each week as I do this. My goal is going to be to post one of these videos every week and we'll see how long I can keep that streak going. I would love to keep it going until the 1 year anniversary of the business and hopefully I can do that. Hopefully, if nothing else, I'll have a record that I can look back on of what this whole experiment was like. Yeah, so again, the shop is up. Check it out. DTAWDD. Don't trust anyone who doesn't dance.com. Check it out. Maybe you'll see something you like and you'll buy it and you'll be one of my first customers.